Before we start working with Visual Basic Controls using Payment Calculator application, I want to show you the resulting slide, which summarizes different elements of VB IDE and shows the final design for the Payment Calculator form. We will use the three text boxes to receive the necessary inputs, three associated labels to help the user distinguish between different inputs, two command buttons, one for calculating the monthly payment and one for quitting the application altogether, and finally our fourth and final text box to display the monthly payment output or result. With this design in mind, let's switch back to Visual Basic and double click on the label control in the toolbox, the one marked with an uppercase letter A. You will notice a generic label 1 in the top left corner of the form. Grab the label with the mouse and position it slightly lower and to the right. You can use the blue guides, although they are generally better for controlling the space between adjacent controls, as you will see shortly. Go to the Properties window, scroll down to Text Property, and type amount borrowed with a $sign in parentheses. Since labels are generally not used in the code, we are not going to give it a name at this time. The next control is a text box, which will be used to receive the borrowing amount. Since the amount will be likely in tens of thousands of dollars, it has to be sufficiently wide, so before placing it on a form, let's make the form a little bit wider. Another way of placing the control on the form is to grab it and drag it approximately where you want it to be. Do this with the text box and leave it as wide as it is. Go to the Properties window and name it TXT amount. This is going to allow us to refer to this text box in the code, and it is important that the name is recognizable but short, and that it includes the standard TXT prefix for text boxes. You may need to realign the text box and the label as well. Next, we want to place the label and the text box for the term of the loan in years. Instead of starting from scratch, we will select the existing label and text box, copy both of these objects, click anywhere on the form to deselect the originals, and paste them back onto the form. While both are still selected, position them approximately below the originals using the blue lines as guides. Deselect by clicking anywhere else in the form, select the label only, and change the text property to term in years in parentheses. Click on the text box, scroll up to the name, and notice it is the generic text box 1. This is because there can be two objects of the same name of the form. Other than that, all the other properties, namely text and font size, were preserved from the original controls. Name the second text box TXT term and make it shorter, since the numbers it will receive will be much smaller. Copy paste the last label text box combo one more time. Change the label to interest rate in parentheses APR. Rename the text box TXT rate, and create, by copy pasting the label only, a small % symbol right next to the TXT rate. Make sure to save all the changes. Our third and last control of the day is the command button. Double click on the button control on the toolbox and drag the button somewhere to the right of the text boxes. Resize it, resize it and rename it BTN calculate with a caption or text property set to calculate. Copy paste the button, realign, set the text to quit and the button name to BTN quit. Noticing that both command buttons have the BTN prefix. Sometimes you will see the CMD prefix for command buttons, but in this class we'll use BTN instead. Make sure, as always, to save all the changes. To finalize our GUI design, all we have to do is place the output text box with its label. Select the last two label text box combos, copy paste them, space them a little bit further apart, select the label only and change it to monthly payment. Click on the text box, make it slightly larger, set its name to TXT payment and its read only property to true. This will prevent the user from clicking inside this text box and modifying the result. It will also make a clear distinction between the 3 input boxes and 1 output text box. Resize the form if necessary. Save all the changes and exit the VB IDE. We are done with the payment calculator GUI for now. After taking a short break, continue with the second part of the video.